What's up, everybody? Cannon Hotep back at it again with another one. Stuck in a little bit of traffic right now, trying to get home. Wait for a few people to get in for real. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you're all doing well this Thursday afternoon. Make sure I turn that music down. You know how YouTube do. Y'all know how YouTube be. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. This rush hour traffic be wild, Joe. Especially since that bridge collapsed. Should be crazy. 2028 is when they say the bridge is coming back. Or they'll be done building it or whatever. Anyway, we just around the corner, guys. We at the home stretch of 2024 election 2024. We're at the home stretch of this shit. We are at the home stretch. I believe tomorrow's the last day for in-person vote or early voting. I'm sorry, in-person. It's the last day for early voting, if I'm not mistaken. Tomorrow is the last day, or at least here in Maryland, for early voting. So, like I said, I encourage all you guys to go out and get your votes in early, because the shenanigans have already started. The shenanigans have already started. PA, Ground Zero, PA already started with the shenanigans. They got 25. Lancaster, PA. They found 2,500 illegal voter registrations that they gotta get out of the paint. Michigan had a Chinese national vote that they're holding responsible. They're prosecuting. Michigan, Chinese national, illegal, just that voted, that's not supposed to vote in our elections. And we're going to see a lot more of it. It's going to be a lot of shenanigans happening between inauguration day and election day. Just want to let you guys know that. Anyway, if you're new, I'm Cannon Hotep Nation. Like I said, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, let people know we live. You catching the replay, let me know what y'all think. Who y'all got winning on Super Tuesday? I'm going to tell you who ain't going to win. Kamala Harris shot herself in the foot. Kamala Harris was DOA the day they put her as the nominee. She was DOA the day they put her as nominee. She might got a little cult following, but what she don't got is the hearts and minds of the people. You got so many people out here in these streets that think Kamala, she disingenuous and that she ain't going to do shit when she gets in office. And I tend to agree. I tend to agree. She's not going to do a damn thing if she's getting office. People, they see through the phoniness. They see through the lies. They watch at her rallies and they shake their head. They shake their head. They don't trust her. She's too much of a chameleon. She's too transactional. The people don't trust her. And me personally, I feel like her supporters are the minority right now. I feel like her supporters are the minority right now. And it's not because half the country's racist and half the country is bigoted. No, it's because for 4 years, her and Joe Biden ran this country into the ground. For 4 years, her and Joe Biden ran this country into the ground. And people don't want no more of it. You don't got to understand the nuances of politics to understand economics. They understand that when Donnie T was in office, they was prosperous. They had money in their pocket. Gas was low. Food prices were low. Interest rates were low. Unemployment was low. Factory jobs was high. Jobs were high, period. When Nickel Slick, a.k.a. Joe Biden, gets in office and Kamala Harris gets in office, they running rampant at the border. Gas prices skyrocket because he cut off one of our pipelines and he want to start buying oil from people that don't like us. He starts selling off our oil reserves to other countries. Just it almost was like they were trying to crash the economy on purpose. Talking about a great reset, build back better. Whatever happened to that build back better motto? Because Kamala was championing that shit too. She was championing Joe's economy too. What happened? What happened to the build back better? What happened to the great reset? Huh? She was all over that shit out there marching around talking about the economy's on the uptick and I trust Joe Biden. And now all of a sudden she distancing herself from Joe Biden and now she done did a heel turn and running on Donald Trump policies from 2016 to 2020 that he ran. Running on Donald Trump policies from 2016 through 2020. Trying to get elected. Disingenuous, a liar. Nobody knows who she really is. They're getting caught altering and trying to game community notes on Twitter. That's wild. You got streamers and social media influencers coming out saying, yeah, the Kamala camp, they reached out to me and offered me a bag just to support her. That's crazy. We'll pay you this much money if you give me a softball interview. We'll pay you this much money if you just say you're going to vote for me. And guess what? A lot of them not falling for it. A lot of them not falling for it. They're calling it out just as they should. They should call it out. Shit, even Dr. Umar Johnson, he said he got a call. But they was like, no, we can't do nothing live. We can't do nothing live. She got to be recorded. She got to have her prepackaged talking points. She don't know how to just flow with it. She gets flustered. So what's she gonna look like on the world stage? They gonna look at her and get the fuck out of here. She's not a leader. She's not. She's not a leader. She's not strong enough to run this country. She's running on identity politics, and identity politics can't make America great. Identity politics can't bring us back from high inflation and the brink of war. Identity politics can't do that. Exactly. Nobody bank account can handle another 4 years of this shit. If I had a restaurant and the manager and the assistant manager was running my shit into the ground, I'm firing both of them. I'm not gonna fire the manager and then move the assistant manager to manager. Nah, I'm firing both of you. They ran this country into the ground together. They ran this shit into the ground together. And neither one of them want to take credit for the shit that they've done here. She's so bad that Biden don't even like her. Golly mighty. Biden, I don't care what nobody say. That whole Zoom situation with her with Biden, that Zoom situation where he called Trump's people trash, that shit was a setup. That shit was a setup. That was a sabotage. To sabotage Kamala. Biden did that shit on purpose because he don't like her. Hey, who the fuck was he talking to on the other end of the Zoom? That shit was on purpose. Because he don't like her. And to be honest with you, y'all think Obama really wanted to back Kamala? No, he didn't. Obama didn't want to back Kamala. Nickel Slick came out and he endorsed Kamala before the DNC could put in who they really wanted to replace him with. And they had to run with that shit. Barack ain't want no Kamala Harris to run as the candidate. And I say Barack because him and Nancy Pelosi got a lot of power and influence in the DNC. It was like, let's just run this bitch, and then if we lose, we lose. But we got to put everything behind her just in case we can win. But if we lose, it's okay. 2028, we running Gavin Newsom and Westmore. That's who I think they're running in 2028. When Kamala loses, they're going to run Gavin Newsom and Westmore. They know she can't. She won't be able to win a second term. Billy Brock, you got a damn good point. That's gonna be good TV. Make sure you got your popcorn ready. Get you a good beverage and watch the chaos. Because no matter who win, right? Like I said, Trump 2024 over here. But no matter who win, it's gonna be bedlam in the streets. It's gonna be chaos in the streets. But they know Kamala couldn't win a second term if she tried. They can't. She's not gonna win this one. They're prepared to lose this race. They're going to do everything in their power to win it. They're going to do all their underhanded tricks that they pulled in 2022 and 2020 in hopes of being able to secure the presidency, because they got to get back on track for Agenda 2030. They got to get back on track for Agenda 2030. But if they lose, they're going to regroup, and it ain't going to be Kamala running for president again. I can tell you that much. They wouldn't dare run her again. They'll run Gavin Newsom, and I believe they'll run Westmore from Maryland. I think Westmore is their new Obama. I don't think we belong in Israel. I don't think we belong in that fight. That's what I think about it. We need to stay away from that. That's a war. That's a war that's been waging. That's a biblical war. Israel, big boys and girls, they can deal with Hamas, on their own. That's something we don't belong in. We need to worry about our borders. We need to worry about securing America. We don't need to be in nobody's war. We don't need to be over in Ukraine, and we don't need to be over in Gaza. That's how I feel. But shoot, people out here, they don't trust her. They don't trust Kamala. That's why she'll lose. They don't trust that she's going to bring the economy back. I know never Trumpers who are voting for Trump because they like, at least they can't live. They like, at least there's a good chance that I can get some money out of this. I know people that would have never voted for Trump, but their pockets hurting so bad, they're like, yo, we got to get the economy together. And they're going to reluctantly vote for Trump. They're reluctantly voting for Trump because they need that money. They need their pocket. They need to be made whole again. Y'all talking about she's going to affect change. She ain't affecting no change. She's going to bring you the same shit that's been brought for the last 4 years. New boss, same as the old boss. Kamala's not a leader. She's not the best qualified candidate for the job. I don't know where y'all get that from. She's going to further tank this nation and tank our economy, and she don't give a shit about the American citizens. It's ridiculous. People like y'all can't give me one thing she's done for black folks. Y'all thought she's doing it for the culture, or give me one thing she's done for black folks. Give me one thing she's done for black people. She even said, "I'm not doing anything for black people specifically." She said that when she was asked. She was like, "I'm not doing nothing for black people specifically." Like, damn. That's probably the most honest she's been. That's probably the most honest she's been. No, I'm not going to get an answer because they can't even give nothing. All they can do is go because she's black. That's all insults, and that's all they can do. That's all they can do. They was in my chat last night, and they got scorched in my chat last night. See, the thing is, I'm driving right now, right? And they'll want, oh damn, there go one of my dumpsters. How about that? They in my chat. See, when I'm in my office, when I'm in my studio, I can bring you the receipts. They got scorched last night. They left with their tail between their legs because all they got is emotion. That's it. All they got is emotion. They want to be willfully ignorant. Blindly, just blind allegiance. It's blind allegiance. That's all it is. Blind allegiance. And the same, but I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not MAGA. But I'm gonna tell you this: I know what's best for me and my family and my pockets, and she ain't it. I know what's best for me and my family and my pockets, and she ain't it. I know people that's secretly voting for Trump. They don't want to say they vote for Trump because they don't want to start no risk between their families. People that work that be coming up to me that be like, "Y'all liked your show last night." Shit, whispering. They don't want people to hear that they not voting for Kamala. That's all over the United States. People I go around, I talk to here in Baltimore. They're not rocking with her. They said she phony. And the first thing they say, because real niggas can see, they go, "Where the fuck she been at, yo? Ain't she been the vice president?" I can't rock with Shorty. She phony. My best friend. My best friend would go at it with me over Donald Trump. He would go at it with me over Donald Trump. He was on a stream one day. He had on a Trump T-shirt. Then changed his whole mind. Like, nah, yo, we need to get this economy back. She fake it in a $3 bill. Yeah, Trump trolled her about the McDonald's. He trolled them about he's a showman. That's what he is. Trump doing this. He running for office for the love of the game because he love America and he likes the attention. Because let's be real, Trump, he egotistical. We can all say that, but he doing it for the love of the game, and that's the type of person that you bet on. You don't bet on the person that's doing it to make a dollar, or it's a means to an end, or they just trying to get the bag. No, the person that does their job, the person that tries to affect change for the love of the game, that's who you bet on, because they doing it because they got passion for it. They're committed to it. Kamala ain't committed to a damn thing. She's not committed to a damn thing. That's the crazy part. She's not committed to it. She's out there doing these interviews where she already know what the questions are and how she's going to answer, which I still don't understand. I don't know how they can't get her to dial in a correct answer for or a better answer for the border question and for the economy question. Like, I don't know how many times you've been asked, and this is, and it's not just me seeing that. It's people that I know that aren't even political that see it. Like, yo, she don't be saying nothing. They be like, yo, she don't be saying nothing. They want to like her. I got people that I know that want to like Kamala because they don't like Trump and they can't find a reason to like Kamala. Only 27% of the nation says that the country is headed in the right direction. Only 27% of the nation is saying that the country is headed in the right direction. There's no path to victory when only 27% of the nation says that there's no path that the country's no better off than it was. What up, Reba Wilson? All she says is word salad. That's right. Eric, I don't know you, and you might be the best candidate, but it ain't way better than Kamala. Maybe, Eric, you need to be the motherfucking nominee for the Democratic Party. I'm just saying. You know, would be a better candidate than Kamala Harris. RFK would be a better candidate than Kamala Harris. But what did they do to him? They said, "You're not in the cool kids club. Get the fuck out of here." Tulsi Gabbard would have been a better candidate than Kamala Harris. What they say? You're not in the cool kids club. Get out of here. What? Hell, old Hillary kill Clinton would have been a better. They were better off running Hillary kill Clinton than Kamala Harris. That's the crazy part. You, you got what the Hill did an article. The Hill did an article saying people did an article where people were saying, "Damn, maybe we should have stuck with Biden." They would have rather stuck with Biden, who got tapioca for brains. That man legitimately has some kind of dementia or something going on. They would have rather stuck with him as the candidate because they saw a better path forward than with her. Like I said, they didn't want her. They didn't want her. They had no choice but to run with her. Trump the best choice for America. I agree, and that's coming from a person who ain't Democrat and ain't a Republican. I'm unaffiliated. I'm politically homeless. But guess what? If I vote for Kamala Harris and she win, I might actually literally be homeless. I don't understand how people don't see that they voted for Harris and Biden and Harris. The country has been on a downtrend for the last 4 years. Been on a downtrend for the last 4 years. But for some reason, they think that that Kamala Harris is going to turn things around when she's been a part of the destruction of America since her and Biden's been in office. I really don't understand that. Like it's not like some extenuating circumstances caused it. No, no, that's not the case. They talk about Trump's going to be a tyrant. He wants to be a dictator, but Kamala and Joe Biden weren't dictators when they forced you to stay home during COVID and convinced you guys that you're going to die if you walked outside. Forced millions of Americans to take an experimental drug in order to keep your jobs and keep your way of life. That's some dictator shit. That's some tyrant shit right there. You keep mask mandates and all this other stuff. That's dictator and tyrant stuff right there. It's like y'all want to be under the boot of oppression. Y'all say y'all don't want to be under the boot of oppression, but you're voting for the boot of oppression. Because let me tell y'all this: Kamala ain't running that. She ain't running that White House now. Joe Biden ain't running that White House now. So who's running the White House right now? Kim Goodman got a good point. I've said that before on the stream. The emperor has no clothes. Yeah, that was wild, Twix. Good to see you back in the chat, yo. Yeah, China welded people in the house. The doctor that blew the whistle over there, he died like a couple of days later. Average Joe got a good point too. Like I said, she don't have a. I don't see a pathway to victory for Kamala other than some underhanded sneakiness that they're not beyond doing. We already see it happening in PA right now. We saw it happen in Maricopa County in Arizona. Here come Rudy. Oh, Lord of mercy. Matter of fact, if y'all out here, if anybody in the sound of my voice, y'all think Donald Trump going to win, hit that like button. One like equals one vote for Donnie T in the court of public opinion. I'm not listening to Trump. He already walked the walk. He already proved himself. She has no record to stand on. Raquel, there you go. Raquel eyes are open. Margaret Sanger wanted black babies dead. Margaret Sanger was a eugenicist and a Hitler sympathizer. See, people talk about, Trump's going to deport. Like Obama wasn't the deporter in chief. They gave Obama the nickname the deporter in chief. He deported more people than Trump did. And then they talk about Trump made the Muslim ban. No, Obama made the Muslim ban. Trump just added a country. Obama did the Muslim ban. Trump just added a country to it. Putting kids in cages. No, those pictures was from 2014. That was Barack Obama. I remember, I'm old enough to remember in 2008 when Obama wanted $25 billion for a border wall. Who else old enough to remember when Obama wanted $25 billion for a border wall? But when Trump asked for $25 billion for a border wall, they called him racist and it was stupid. You had Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer capping for Obama for that border wall. I got audio of actually audio and video of Joe Nicholslick, aka Joe Biden, saying he voted for 700 miles of border wall. BMW, what's up, bro? Tax break on tips are for the rich. What? How people making that leap? That's wild. Tax on tips is just diabolical. Like to tax, so you got a service worker who's probably making. How does that usually work? Service worker who's making less than minimum wage, right? Because they figure in their tips as a part of their wage. So you got a service worker, right? A waitress who she's not making minimum wage. She's making less than minimum wage because they said she's going to make tips. But then she makes the tips, and then you tax her on her tips. That's just diabolical, y'all. Yeah, rich people don't get tips. Yeah, you don't tax tips. You get them that money. Fuck taxes, period. How about that? How about that? I like that policy about Donald Trump. He said he want to get rid of the income tax. I'm all for that. Let's get rid of the income tax. That's something that we should all be for. See, Rudy already here. Tax on income is diabolical. See, we're not going to entertain the low brain people who still pushing that Project 2025 nonsense. Instead of putting all your time into some shit that Trump, not only Trump, but the leader of the think tank said Trump ain't involved in it. Trump's touting Agenda 47. Take your time and your energy and go read Agenda 47. And if you got some issues with Agenda 47, then let's talk about the issues with Agenda 47. But I'm not like we passed the Project 2025 shit. It's already been debunked that Trump's a part of that. Roads didn't exist before the income tax. See, that's the thing. People don't understand, yo. Instead of income taxes, we had tariffs. And the United States was prosperous. Prosperous. The richest country in the world with no income tax. Income taxes ain't coming until the creature from Jekyll Island. That backhanded deal they made on Jekyll Island. That's when all of that shit came into play. All y'all people that don't know much about this shit, go get the Patriot Report. I encourage all of you guys to go get a book called The Patriot Report, written by Brian Sharp. Go read that. I hope that ain't the case. I don't want nobody's life to be over, Remissive slave. I hope your life ain't over, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of stuff to live for. That's right, Steve. We got a spending problem. That is correct. That is why we printing money like it's going out of style. We tricking on these hoes on credit and we ain't got it. Alan Greenspan said it best. He said you can print all the money you want, but after a while, you're not gonna be able to determine how much that money's worth. we're seeing that right now in real time. What I hope he do something other than go over there and send troops over there to die. I hope he can negotiate some kind of. I don't think you're gonna have peace, but some kind of ceasefire, some kind of treaty or something. But we definitely don't need to be in no wars, and we definitely don't need to send our men and women over there, our sons and our daughters and our brothers over there to die for something that ain't got nothing to do with us. If the prophecy's gonna play out, the prophecy's gonna play out. A lot of Project 2025 is about dismantling the federal bureaucracy. That is what scares them. So what you're saying, Rudy, is that they're scared to not have big daddy government to rely on like they do right now. That's what it sounds like. It's interesting. Too many government worker salaries? I don't disagree. I don't disagree. That's right. We need to take care of America first. We need to take care of America first, not America last, because America has been on the back burner for the Biden Harris administration since they got in office. They rickrolled the shit out of y'all. Look at what's going on in North Carolina right now after Hurricane Helene and Milton. Those people are in dire straits right now. People are getting sick. People are dying. Livestock is dying. They have no food. They have no water. People walk around in hazmat suits because the ground is toxic. The ground is toxic. But we just cut a check to Ukraine, though. Twix know what's up about Project 2025. I'm going to let y'all handle that in the chat. I'm tired of hearing that nonsense. We just cut a check to Ukraine, though. Ukraine just got the bags. That money could have went to American citizens that are affected by Helene and Milton. I think we can all agree on that. I think we can all agree on that. I don't know what the Budapest Memorandum is. Which Bush, because I ain't trust neither one of them. Decide if the government's going to help people or not. And that's fucked up. The government's duty should be to its citizens. Lebanon's getting 127 mil. That's crazy. That's funny. She speaks in gypsy curses. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is funny. The ground is toxic because of the lithium in the mountains. That's probably true. Also, the sewage treatment plant don't even exist no more. That's gotten wiped out. So then they had to tell people to not, you like flush the toilets, which I don't know how they're gonna flush the toilet with no water, but they said don't flush the toilets because all that excrement and fecal matter and stuff gets into the ground and into the water and it starts to become toxic. You know what I mean? There's still underfunded public schools in black areas. That's 1000% true. And that's what's happening here. I'm tired of seeing my son come home with Xerox copies out of a textbook. I remember back in the day, we all had remember that? We had textbooks that we could bring home. These kids ain't got textbooks to bring home no more. Yeah, I got cameras built into my glasses. Yes, I do. Yes, yes, I do. I agree. America first is the only message that matters. Who, me? I'm homeless? I'm not homeless. I got a really nice house. I make a really good living. It's just sad that the money that I make don't go as far as it did under Trump. Privatized school system means competition. That is true. That is true. I'm all for school choice. Should we abolish the Department of Education? I'm on the fence about that one. I'm on the fence about that one. But I was all for school choice, though. You know. Well, see, the thing is, do black people have money to invest? Trump was willing to give money and stipends to invest in privatized schools. That was what the school choice thing was. So, if there was a really nice school that was in your kid's area or whatever, or you wanted your kid to go to, like, I don't know, we got a school around here called McDonough, right? Or Gilman. A lot of people know about Gilman and DeMatha, nice private schools around here in Maryland. And let's just say every year is 10 grand to send your kid to school, right? And you don't, I can't afford to send my kid to school for 10 grand a year. But the government goes, okay, well, here's seven of the 10 grand. Now you're like, okay, I can come up with 3 grand a year to send my kid to school. That shit dope. You know what I mean? Farms, I think we need to support our farmers. I'm not a farmer myself, so I don't know the logistics behind it. But all I know is that our farmers haven't been backed under the Biden Harris administration. Interject Raz, what's the deal, bro? American public school students have one of the lowest literacy and competency rates compared, yeah, to a country with a similar GDP and population. We do. No Child Left Behind was just diabolical. They still doing that social promotion nonsense. You know what I mean? I think a lot of stuff should be left up to the states and not the federal government, right? You shouldn't want the federal government's hand in everything that you do. You shouldn't want that. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. If they got if they got their hand in everything that you do, then you have no agency over yourself. Here we go with this slavery shit. Like, yo, just go, just get the yo, shut up. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Yeah, vote for your own freedom and create your own benefits. Yeah, Ben in here, he probably some white dude talking about slavery. He's some white guy in here talking about slavery. Get the fuck out of here with slave talk. Y'all motherfuckers was acting like slaves during COVID with for Biden and Harris. Going to get your vaccine brand. Nobody's talking about slavery. You don't want the federal government in all of your affairs. A lot of shit should be left up to the states, local government. If you don't like it, then vote them out and put somebody in that's going to be in your best interest. I don't understand how people all of a sudden they talk about tyrannical government and dictatorship, but then they want big government. It don't make sense. I hope you ain't take it. I mean, if you, I hope it, if you took it, I hope it was your choice and you didn't do it because you were told to. We'll say that. You gosh dang right, Christ is King. Through him, all things are possible. Through him, all things are possible. Rudy, we thick as thieves, bro. You know what I mean? I try to think rationally. I try to put a lot of thought into certain things. I don't just speak before I say things. A lot of this stuff, I think about it. I think about it, and I look at it from because I used to be a Democrat. I used to think just like that. I used to think just like that. And then when my eyes were open, guess what I did? I was like, you know what? I'm for who's forever for me. Whoever's for me, that's who I'm for. I didn't switch to the Republican side. No. I said I'm unaffiliated. Not going to be beholden to some party. And I'm not. My decision to back Trump and support Trump is because that's what's best for me and my family. You know what I mean? Just saying. What up, Justine? I hear that, Rudy. Joe Music in the building, unaffiliated, right? I'm for who's ever for me. The funny part is that a lot of people ain't jump ship like that. A lot of people got left behind by the Democratic Party. A lot of people got left behind by the Democratic Party. A lot of people stay true to their values, and the Democratic Party just start moving further and further and further to the right, to the left. They just kept moving further to the left, and they left a lot of us sensible people behind. That's what happened to a lot of people. Bernie would probably be a way better candidate than Kamala. Why do I think Trump would win? Because I think people that actually can think outside the box and the veil can see see past all of the propaganda, can understand that when Trump was in office, his policies, right, despite what they told you about him, which a lot of it was gaslighting, but his policies that he put into place, they worked. We had a booming economy. We had no new wars. The country was on an uptrend. And then they fucking pulled the pin on a biological weapon and lobbed that shit into society to sabotage. That's what happened. Trump has a record to stand on. Kamala has no record to stand on. The record that her, even remember when Mike Pence tried to run for president? Remember that Mike Pence was trying to run, and guess what was Mike Pence running on? He was running on the record that him and Trump built because it was a good record. Kamala is trying to distance herself as far as possible from her record with Joe Biden because she has no record to stand on. So now she has to rely on identity politics to get elected. That's why she can't answer any of the questions on the economy. That's why she has to plagiarize and steal Trump's policies. But see, if people were paying attention when they were yelling Trump, Orange Man bad for 4 years, and you start looking at the policies that he implemented, you would see that her policies that she's trying to run on today are the policies that Trump implemented, that her and Joe Biden 86th. And then when it was time for election season, they brought them back in to make it look like they were fixing America. He was running on Ukraine war too. You're right about that. You're right about that. And nobody can tell me why he's racist. Everything that they pull up about him being racist has already been debunked. Once you look at the context of things, like, oh yeah, that wasn't racist. But they keep running with the good people on both sides. Even Snopes had to correct the record on that one. And Snopes is not a right-wing organization or website. Even they had to correct the record on that. January 6th, they impeached him on January 6th. And he won. He won. He won. The Central Park Five, what did he say about him? Everybody in New York thought they did that shit. That's the thing I don't understand. Look what he said about the Central Park Five. Everybody in New York thought them kids did that shit. You know what them kids did? You know what they were guilty of? Huh? That every last one of them kids, the 5 kids, all of them except for one, because the one was old enough to not have his parents there, and he elected not to have them there. Every last one of them other kids had their parents there. You know what they admitted to in front of their parents? That they beat that lady and they robbed that lady. They beat that lady and they robbed that lady. The one thing they didn't do, and I agree, they didn't rape her. But they beat her up and they robbed her. They left her ass there fucked up. And one of the other kids, who it turned out, because the guy that they said did it, if you backtrack, he would have been the same age as those kids at the time that that lady got mugged. Raped that lady. But the 5 kids didn't. The funny part is that the 5 kids got singled out by the other kids that they was rolling with. My man Protocol, I don't know if he in the building. Protocol just had a debate with a guy. Protocol pulled up the article. He made the guy read the article, and the guy had to retract his whole situation, saying that Trump was being racist about it. Because he wasn't, because he ain't say shit about black people. Everybody in New York thought them kids did that shit. But the funny part is that those kids beat that lady up and they left her there. That's a fact. But they didn't rape her. They beat her within an inch of her life. They beat her so bad that she don't even remember what happened to her that day. But I digress. Every last one of them kids admitted to beating that lady up and leaving her there, but they didn't rape her. That's the one consistent thing that all of them said. We did not rape her. The kids was telling themselves before they even found the lady. They found the lady at 1:30 in the morning. You know how I know all this shit? Because I researched it. I didn't want to look at Netflix because Netflix took liberties with it. I actually went and researched it myself. I found the footage. I found the interrogations. I found all of the statements. I watched them, all 2 hours of each kid with their parent in the room, except for one kid who was of age that didn't need the parent in the room. Them kids wasn't guilty. I mean, wasn't innocent or completely innocent. They beat that lady up within an inch of her life and left her there, defenseless. And somebody else came up and took advantage of that. Exactly, Byron. The cops ain't say shit to them kids. Them cops would arrest them kids at 8 o'clock. Them kids got in that squad car and said, we ain't do that. We ain't kill that lady. The police was like, what the fuck you? And this is a black cop. He's like, yo, we didn't know what they was talking about until we got a call about a woman at 1:30 in the morning that was laid out in the unconscious in the park. Then once we did that, we knew who it was. The other kids, like 40 kids, the other kids pointed at the 5. I watched though. I watched all of it because I was interested. And this is before I even heard about Trump's whole article thing. I was because what was happening? I had a friend, one of my friends, like, "Yo, did you see the documentary on the Central Park Five?" I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" Like I knew about it. I knew about the story from back in the day, right? But I was like, "Nah, I ain't see no doc." So I go to watch it. I'm like, "Yo, this ain't no documentary. It's just a movie." But then I got interested because I really wanted to know what happened because I know that they take liberties with movies. So I went and researched it. I dove deep, and then I didn't want to be biased about it. So I was like, you know what? So I sent it to my homegirl Jackie. I say, "Yo, Jackie, I'm gonna send you these these videos about the Central Park Fire. This is them in the police station being interviewed by the prosecutor or whoever it was, detective, whatever, whoever the fuck it was, some lady." I said, "I want to know what you think. I'm not going to tell you my opinion, but I want to know what you think." A few hours later, I'm riding home from work. She called me up. She was like, "Yo, that's wild. They whooped that lady's ass, but I don't think they raped her." And I said, that's exactly what I think. None of it's Trump's fault. Everybody in New York thought them kids was guilty. It wasn't just Trump. They just single him out because he's Trump. Oh, that's a cool little costume. Little homeboy across the street dressed as Minecraft. That's pretty cool. His mask so big, you gotta look down so you don't trip on the steps. What time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. I gotta take my kids trick or treating. Mm-mm. They want me to dress up. I can't do it. It was never Trump's fault, and I don't blame Trump for being as what's the word passionate about it. I don't blame him for being passionate about it. He don't know. He just wanted to be Trump's fault. That's the funny part. You know what I think about a lot of people? I think a lot of people are upset that they missed the civil rights era and they want some kind of cause to fight for. They want some kind of oppression to fight for, like their grandparents and their great grandparents had. That's what I really think. I think a lot of people like, damn, it would have been dope if I would grew up in the fucking civil rights era. I could have been marching with Dr. Martin Luther King. I could have been getting hit with the hoses. I could have got the German Shepherd sicked on me, and they want some kind of like civil rights movement that they can be a part of, or they can say they was a part of. Like I really think that. I really think that they think everything's racist. They think everything's bigoted. They think every cop is fucking bad. My best friend's a police officer. That's where I learned to shoot. He's a Marine and a police officer. He the one that taught me how to shoot, how to build, how to do everything. He the one that trained the cops, and he takes great care in training his police officers because he don't want those mishaps happening. But he also understands the qualified immunity thing. He's like, yo, we need that. He black. He a black cop. Yo, we need that. He said it ain't blanket immunity, it's qualified immunity. Meaning as long as I meet a certain criteria, then I qualify for the immunity. But if I did some effed up shit, no, I gotta go down for that. It's way more nuanced than what people are trying to put on. But they wanna believe. They want police brutality. They want fucking Freddie Gray. And they want what's his name? Can't we all just get along? Rodney King. It's like people look forward to these mishaps. Cops that do fucked up shit, they go to jail. Chauvin's in jail. He didn't get qualified immunity. And the funny part is qualified immunity was a thing. Qualified immunity was a thing. And then they got rid of it. Now they're trying to bring it back. But even under qualified immunity before, if the police did some shit that was it was unjustifiable, then they gotta go to jail for that shit. That's true. That's true, Miss Mary. What's up, brother? What's up, man? You look cool, bro. We about to leave in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be out there in a second.
I think Joey's coming with us. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with y'all too. I'm not gonna drive. I'm gonna ride with y'all. I'll be out there in a minute. My son is my son is so fascinated with like horror movies and bad guys. That shit is alarming. Like he's dressed as Ghostface from Scream. He's obsessed with like bad guys. I'm like, yo, you gotta tell me something. I'm worried about him. Uh, they do need some reform. Hopefully, they do reform it when they bring it back. Raven, I agree. I agree. But qualified immunity, certain things you got like you can't let the media gaslight you. You can't let the media gaslight you. None of these media outlets is honest. You got to look at the left, you got to look at the right media, and then you got to do your own research, and then you got to make your determination on what's what. It is no longer believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. It is believe none of what you see and none of what you hear. You got to do your own research. I can't trust. Sean Hannity still wear his CIA. He wears a CIA pin on his lapel. Anderson Cooper worked for the CIA. Operation Mockingbird is still in full effect. Operation Mockingbird is still in full effect to this day. My Lex bubble. I wish I had a Lex bubble. Oh man. See, your son want to be Blade for Halloween. That's some good wholesome stuff. My son want to be murderers. That shit is killing me. I'm like, yo, can you like be something cool? Like, I want to be Huggy Wuggy. Like, what? I want to be Ghostface. I'm like, oh my god. I want to be Freddy Krueger. I'm like, yo, you are just morbid. I hope you grow out of this. But apparently, it's not just my kid. A lot of kids they like this, and he wouldn't watch not one movie to save his life. You got to do your own research. That's why I started this channel because I was tired of the propaganda. Every take you get from me is well thought out. If you watch my show, every take I give you is well thought out. And if I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong. I'll correct the record. I ain't got a problem doing that. What's up, broski?
I want you to pick up Joey's friend.
I gotta pick up Zoe's friend.
Yeah. You can call her and talk to her about it.
I don't want to pick up Zoe's friend. Where's Zoe?
Joey's in the house. You gotta ask.
I'm riding with y'all. We all going. I'm not driving separately. I'm too lazy for that. Tell mommy I'm riding with y'all.
I wasn't doing that.
Shut the door. Thank you, sir. I'm not about to pick up my daughter and friend so they could be cackling in here with me. Boy, it ain't nothing worse than two teenage girls cackling. Used to like dressing up as what's up, Montoya? Yeah, exactly, Miss Mary. And when you grow up in the hood, you can see. That's what I'm saying. Like the people I talk to around the way, they can see through the bullshit. They can see through the bullshit. They don't think they're more educated than another person and trying to justify the not. They see that shit. It's just it's like keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? They just they see through it. They got that street smarts, that common sense. Like yo, That shit don't even make sense. I agree. We need to bring back the cartoons from the 90s and the early 2000s. That's right, William. I ain't wasting. I ain't shoot. Gas costs too much. Y'all just seen me fill up my gas tank this morning on my stream. What was it? $3.74, and that was cheap. That was at the cheap gas station. I appreciate you, Raven Quest. I appreciate you. YouTube done suppressed me for too long. YouTube done shadow banned me for too long. I'm finally gaining some traction on this app. Man, I understand. I'm here in Baltimore, and Baltimore bad, but I don't know if it's as bad as Chicago. We got hella problems here in Baltimore. They try and tell. It's this one area called Federal Hill that's here, and it's one of them gentrified white people areas, right? Great area. I go hang out in Federal Hill. I love the bars in Federal Hill because I ain't gonna worry about nonsense, right? The people of Federal Hill, like, yo, crime is running rampant in our neighborhood. The mayor goes, no, it's not. Crime's down. Crime's down across the city, and they're like, yo, what is you talking about? My house just got broken into. My neighbor's house just got broken into. My neighbor just got punched in the face and robbed on the street getting out the car. Crime is through the roof. Here go the mayor. I don't know what you're talking about. Crime down. Like, that's crazy. $2.68 for reg. That's what's up. Like I told my subscribers, like I always count premium because all my cars take premium. This car takes premium. That pickup truck y'all see behind me, that pickup truck takes premium, and then my wife's car takes premium. So I just count premium. That's how I always do. And premium is through the roof. Through the roof. When Trump was in office, premium was $2.39 a gallon. Premium was $2.39 a gallon when Trump was in office. So if my premium was $2.39 a gallon, that means that regular was like $1.80. We need that back. We need that back. Exactly. Crime down because they're not reporting all the crime. That's right. They fudging the numbers. A part take the seatbelt off. You got a point. Oh, here come my daughter. Here come the girl. Hey, sweetie.
Mommy says she wants you to help her out and get.
I'm about to rob a jaw.
She said she need help.
What you mean?
Because it's stuff in the car and she's still.
Oh.
Yeah. So she said,
man.
Please.
You ride with me to get Nala?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I forgot you had all this stuff in the car. All right, let me clean that out. Give me a few minutes. I'm streaming. I'll be done in like 2 minutes.
I'm gonna just send it back. I'm gonna help you clean it out so that when you.
Okay, you got it. That is smart. Appreciate you, there, sweetheart. I cleaned up most of the car. This is just a bunch of work stuff in the back.
You want this in the house? Or you want to keep this just?
No, take that in the house for me. Here, I'm gonna pop the trunk. Put that stuff in the trunk. Teamwork makes the dream work, people. Oh yeah, I don't play that. Raven. They gotta respect their dad. I'm the one that buys them all the expensive shit. I'm the one that buy them all the expensive stuff. Dad, I want these shoes, but they're only on StockX. I'll hem and haw and huff and puff, and I'm like, all right. And then end up getting me a pair too. I'll do all the hemming and hawing. I'm like, all right. I guess. That's how it works, guys. Thank you, sweetheart. Be careful how you put that laptop back there, though. You say your dad is crazy. Yeah, yo, some shoes though, like they go like I'm not so. The reason I'll go StockX is because I don't feel like going through the hassle of trying to get an exclusive shoe. I'd rather pay the extra than to have to go to the store, enter a raffle, hope I get the raffle. Then when I get the raffle ticket, then I go to the store. Now I got to sit outside the store with a raffle ticket, hoping that they still have my size in stock when I get in the door. I don't feel like that. That is crazy. I did that one time and I was like, nope, I'm done. I remember that it was like 2014 or 2013. The all black phone posits had dropped. I wanted the all black phone posits. I'm like, I gotta get them. So me and my homeboy was like, yo, all right, I called such and so. No, what happened? No, he's like, yo, all right, yo, I'm gonna wait in line. I'm gonna wait in line at this one store. You gonna wait in line at the other store. And if they don't got a 12 at your store, I'll get the 12 from the place I'm in, and then you get a 13 from me. Like we had this shit all worked out. I sat outside for like 6 hours for these shoes, cold as hell. I was like, I ain't never doing this again. This is dumb. This is dumb for shoes. I said, I never again. So when I heard about StockX and Farfetch and them, I was like, I'll pay the extra $100 and not have to wait in the line and get the shoe. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? There was a time when I went through my whole. This is under Donnie T. This is under Donnie T. When I had some money in my pocket, I was going on Farfetch and get me designer shoes. Cause then I guess I got tired of having nigga shoes. I was like, let me just get some designer shoes. Word. She just sprayed. Oh my god. I think my daughter started telling me my car smell. But I was going on Farfetch because I went through this designer shoe phase. Like, oh, I'm gonna get me some Balmains. Let me get these. Let me get these Alexander McQueens. Let me get these off whites. And now I just don't care no more. Now I just don't care no more. Honestly, yo, I just realized StockX. I just realized StockX actually sells electronics. I'm not lying. I was just going in there for shoes. I didn't know they sold. I didn't know they sold electronics. Rudy said he shop at Walmart. I feel you, Rudy. I feel you on that. Hold on, Z. You just gonna sit on all this? That stuff can go on this side though. Where did Nala live at again? Oh my god, where do you mean no?
No, not really. Just.
Is that the one I dropped off at the apartments?
No.
You know where to go though, right?
Yeah, I haven't.
PS5 Pro Anniversary Edition, probably mad expensive on StockX. I got my PS5. I think PlayStation.com was running a deal on PlayStation 5s. The ones without the ones that don't take the discs, the download only PlayStation. Got that. I wasn't buying the one with the discs, so my son be messing the discs up. So I was like, I'll just download. I put a terabyte hard drive attached to it. We Gucci on that. We Gucci on that one. So and I bought it because I'm like I'm gonna start streaming. I'm gonna start streaming games. I might have streamed once or twice. Most of the time, my son got that thing on lock. I might have started him his own gaming channel. He is hilarious. Right now, he playing Madden. He playing Madden and he playing. He want me to get Call of Duty 6. I'm gonna get Call of Duty 6 simply because I want to play the campaign. I'm not big on play campaigns. I like Call of Duty's campaigns. Campaigns be top tier. Put the address in your phone, sweetheart. So I don't know. I might start my son a little gaming channel. He can go sit downstairs and he can stream to his heart's content. It might lead to something. Who knows? Who knows? One day he was. What was that game Zoe that Hunter was playing online and he didn't know he was online? And he started cussing at him. I don't know what it was. No, it wasn't Spider-Man. It was one of them Fortnite type games, but it wasn't Fortnite. My son was playing online and didn't know it. He was just talking, and then people was cussing at him. It broke his little heart. I was like, "Oh, buddy." I was like, you gotta turn the mic off. I said, I didn't know you was playing online. Call of Duty 6 as well. It's a fun game. That's what's up. Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six I never really got into like that. Like I wanted to, but I never really got into Rainbow Six like that. Now Ghost Recon, that's my jam. Breakpoint is dope. Like I love Ghost Recon. I'll play Ghost Recon, I'll play Call of Duty. Metal Gear Solid, that was my jam for a while. And then Phantom Pain was okay. Phantom Pain was kind of weird. I didn't finish that one, but they just remastered Snake Eater. They just remastered Snake Eater, and I might have to replay Snake Eater. That was one of the best Metal Gear games. Valiant Thor, where you been at, yo? Valiant, I ain't seen Valiant Thor since me and Jay did the Alien recap in Miami. Valiant Thor, I ain't seen Valiant Thor since me and Jay did that Miami stream. What's going on? See, I be remembering. You got our address in there?
Just go the way.
What's the address? Cause I might already know where it's at.
3906.
Oh, okay. She down on Liberty. Off past. That's the house that's on the main track. The brick house. Yeah, I know where she is. All right. See, I be knowing. Your dad can get anywhere in Baltimore or off the highway. I remember back in the day, my father used to get mad at me and my sister for not paying attention to where we were. That was one of his pet peeves. He wanted us to know how to get back to a place we've been before. We used to not pay attention. He used to get pissed off about it. Then we start paying attention to everywhere we went. Like, for the most part, I don't need a GPS to get anywhere. Appreciate it. But yeah, so. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all. We'll be back tonight after Hotep's Been Told You. Hotep's Been Told You on Kick. Hotep's HBTY Pod on Kick. After that, it's the after party. Canon Hotep on Kick. Canon Hotep on YouTube. Canon Hotep on Rumble and X. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And until next time, be blessed, stay strapped, and don't miss. I'll holla at y'all. Trump 2024, baby.